LeBron James has already made the decision, and the entire NBA is just waiting for him to drop the bomb. The King is reportedly 99% locked in on his next destination, leaving teams frozen and fans in chaos. But one wrong move could destroy his final championship chase and rewrite his legacy forever.
Let me say this. I'm sick of this damn story. I'm sick of this damn story. I didn't say I was sick of him. But don't tell me that this brother don't like drama. Don't tell me he don't like suspense. Don't tell me that he ain't about marketing. It ain't that damn hard to make a decision. You know exactly where the hell you going, LeBron James. You know exactly where the hell you going. Like he's sitting there contemplating, what am I going to do? Am I going to go to the city of brotherly love? Am I going to go back to South Beach where I still have a crib? Or am I going home? We know you ain't trying to be in the Western Conference. Because you know your ass ain't going to win out there. Ain't no Ant-Man is that dude. LeBron James, let me tell y'all something right now. I know the brother from Akron, Ohio. But he been in the Southern California sunshine. If LeBron James got a deal with cold weather again, it damn sure ain't going to be in Minnesota. It ain't going to happen. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. That winter there is different. He ain't doing as much as he loves Ant-Man. He ain't doing that to play with LaMelo Ball and Rudy Gobert. He ain't trying to do that. That ain't what he's trying to do. I don't blame him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you something right now. I've been on this earth a long time. I know I don't look it, damn it, but I have been. And I'm here to tell you, let me be very, very clear. Winters in Minnesota is different. Winters in Minnesota is different. Okay? Let me be very, very clear. My damn nephew Josh, that brother ain't been to Minnesota. See, he talked to you about basketball and all of this and all that. He picks and chooses. He's worse than me. He ain't been to no damn Minnesota. He know how cold to get out there. He knows how cold to get out there. LeBron James ain't trying to go to no damn Minnesota. All right? Golden State, you ain't winning the Golden State. Steph Curry is phenomenal. The babyface assassin, the greatest shooter God ever created. We know this. Steve Kerr is an all-time great coach. We know this. Y'all know that also the Golden State Warriors have missed the playoffs the last 3 of the last 4 years. They ain't been winning. They ain't gonna win now. That's why y'all all should be annoyed that he hasn't made a decision yet, that he's dragging us along. He's just as bad as Jerry Jones at this point. Anything to have headlines. You know exactly where the hell you're going. What the hell is all the suspense about? Stop it. Now, we're talking legacy. We're talking the opportunity for him to catch Kobe and Tim Duncan, to surpass Steph Curry, to pull within one of capturing Jordan if he decides, which I believe he is aiming to do, meaning play in 25 years. I believe LeBron entering his 24th season, his whole goal is to play a quarter century. And if he could position himself to be in the finals over the next 2 years and to possibly capture a 6th ring, definitely a 5th, but possibly a 6th.
Shay, you need to move far away from Mad Dog as you possibly can.
Goodbye.
Because he's probably about to get struck by lightning sometime soon because he's been doing nothing but lying since the LaMelo Ball topic. Everybody is waiting on LeBron James. Everybody, listen, do I want him to hurry up and make a decision? Absolutely. But he is showing once again that he's still the most powerful person in the game of basketball. He's still the most powerful person in the game of basketball. Right now, guess what? Giannis then went to Miami. Jaylen Brown has been traded. All these things have been going on. But the topic has been LeBron James. You know why? Because this is what we talk about, greatness. And I always go back to the 2 P's. In today's world, it's easy for anybody to be popular. But you're a difference maker when you're powerful. LeBron James moves the needle. He can take as long as he wants. And guess what? Not only is the fan base, the fans around the NBA are going to wait, but guess what? The teams who want him, they're going to wait as well. Because he is LeBron James and he's still playing at an elite level, and adding him to one of these rosters that's out there pursuing them, guess what? Absolutely elevates them and puts them closer to winning the NBA championship. He's still a guy that's going to go out there and get you 27-7. on any given night. He's proven that he could play off the ball. He showed last year that he's willing to take a back seat and be a third option. At the age of 41, LeBron James is still holding the keys to the entire NBA. And it pisses old school people off like mad dog.
Well, here's
That's
your
why he's so mad.
LeBron James already knows where he wants to play next, and right now, the entire NBA is trapped in the waiting game. Because this is no longer a normal offseason decision. This is LeBron James, the player who changed free agency. The player who turned every career move into a league-wide earthquake. And according to the latest speculation around the NBA, LeBron could already be close to making his final choice. Some believe he is almost completely decided. Some believe the suspense is intentional. But everyone agrees on one thing. When LeBron James finally speaks, basketball stops. That is why frustration is growing among some analysts. Stephen A. Smith made his feelings clear, arguing that LeBron knows exactly what he wants. The criticism is simple. After more than 20 years in the league, after building relationships across the NBA, after controlling his own future for so long, does LeBron really not know his next destination? Or is the king once again proving that he controls the biggest story in basketball? Because right now, teams are waiting. Fans are waiting. The entire league is waiting. And the reason this decision matters so much is because this is not just about another season. This is about the final chapter of one of the greatest careers in sports history. At 41 years old, LeBron James is doing something almost impossible. He is still playing at an elite level. A player entering his 24th NBA season should be thinking about retirement. LeBron is thinking about championships. Because if his goal is truly to play 25 seasons, then the next 2 years are about one thing. One thing. Adding another chapter to his legacy. LeBron is not chasing records anymore. He is chasing immortality. The conversation has always been about championships. Can he catch Kobe Bryant? Can he pass Tim Duncan? Can he move closer to Michael Jordan? Those questions are still alive because LeBron has refused to slow down. This is still a player capable of producing around 27 points and 7 assists on any given night. And maybe the most impressive part? He has adapted. He no longer needs to dominate every possession. At this stage of his career, LeBron has shown he can become a different type of superstar. A leader, a closer, a championship piece. That is why this decision has so much pressure. Because the wrong move could waste one of the final opportunities to chase another title. And the right move could completely change how history remembers him. But the biggest question remains, where can LeBron actually win? The rumors have created several possible destinations. Miami, Cleveland, Golden State, Philadelphia. Even Minnesota has been mentioned. But not every option makes sense. Minnesota has Anthony Edwards, one of the NBA's brightest young stars. The talent is undeniable. But the reality? LeBron James has spent years building his life in Los Angeles. His family. His businesses. His entire world. Would he really leave California comfort for Minnesota winters at this stage? That is where many people question the possibility. Then there is Golden State. The idea is exciting. LeBron James and Stephen Curry together? Two legends. Two icons. A basketball dream. But championships are not won through nostalgia. The question is not whether Steph Curry is great. Everyone knows that. The question is,
Can the Warriors still become a championship team right now?
because LeBron does not have unlimited time. He is not choosing a destination for a farewell tour. He is choosing a place where he believes another championship is possible. And that pressure is what makes this decision different. Because every option creates a different ending to the LeBron James story. Look at everything that has happened around the league. Big names have moved. Teams have changed direction. Major decisions have already been made. But somehow, the biggest conversation is still LeBron James. And that tells you everything. Because there is a difference between being famous and being powerful. Fame gets attention. Power changes decisions. And LeBron James still has that power. A single decision from him can change championship odds overnight. A contender becomes a favorite. A young roster gains the ultimate veteran. A franchise gets worldwide attention. That is why teams are willing to wait. That is why fans are still debating. Because even at 41 years old, LeBron James remains one of the most valuable players in the NBA. Not only because of what he does on the court, but because of the impact he creates everywhere else. At some point, every legend faces the same question. How do you want the story to end? For LeBron James, that moment is approaching. Does he chase one more championship opportunity? Does he return to a familiar place? Does he create one final superstar partnership? Nobody knows the answer yet. But everyone knows the stakes. Because LeBron is not just choosing his next team. He is choosing the final image people will remember. And whether critics love it or hate it, whether they believe he is creating suspense or simply protecting his future, one fact remains impossible to ignore. LeBron James is still holding the keys to the NBA. The league is waiting. The fans are watching. And when the king finally announces his decision, the basketball world will stop and listen. Because this is not just another move. This is LeBron James writing the final pages of his legacy.
-2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.